What's going on, guys? Hope y'all had a great Christmas. Today we're talking about Jalen Suggs and how he stacks up to Cade Cunningham. And I'm not gonna lie, the facts might surprise you. So before I get into this, I want to ask you guys to subscribe. I appreciate the love, it means a lot. Also, watch out for a 2021 mock draft video coming out in the near future. So a lot of people have been talking about Cade Cunningham's freshman season, and for good reason. He showed off guard skills at the height of 6'8" that have NBA GMs ready to tank, and has given Oklahoma State's program a spark after 2 mediocre seasons. He pretty much carries his team and displays a great ability to elevate those around him. But meanwhile at Gonzaga, a different freshman phenom has been doing his thing, all while leading his #1 ranked team to an undefeated record. At this point, the whole basketball world knows who Jalen Suggs is. So with these two programs, you got the 2 best point guard prospects in the country, and pretty much every expert and analyst will say that Cade is the clear-cut better player. And well, I'm here just to push back on that a little bit. Now to preface this, I want to say that I could see it both ways. All I'm saying is that in my mind, I think the gap between Suggs and Cunningham is much smaller than current mock drafts would insinuate. People have been making the case for Cunningham all year, and I just want to make sure that the case for Suggs is made known. To accurately assess Jalen as a prospect, we had to go over his full profile. The Minnesota native has always been dominant, and was a mentor to fellow top prospect Chet Holmgren at Minnehaha Academy. Suggs also was a high-level quarterback, and was the first athlete from Minnesota to win Mr. Football and Mr. Basketball in the same year. Fun fact, he's also second cousins with NFL star Terrell Suggs, and he's also first cousins with Eddie Jones, a 3-time All-Star in the NBA. Putting his impressive pedigree to the side, Jalen has shown a number of standout traits in college. First of all, he is a very efficient scorer. He shoots 57% from the field, 12 percentage points higher than Cunningham. He doesn't need all the shots to do some damage, and as a passer, he actually averages 2 more assists than Cunningham as well. Still not impressed with Jalen's numbers? Alright, let me add a second layer of context that in my mind makes what he's doing even more significant. Let's face it, Suggs is playing on a much better team than Cunningham. Cade has the liberty of what I would call the James Harden effect. Your team has given you the privilege of being the absolute centerpiece of the offense, and though I wouldn't call his numbers inflated by any means, his stats will benefit off of having the ball in his hands more often, though his accomplishments so far are 100% well earned. Jalen, though, doesn't have this situation, but he's able to get his numbers by being efficient and plays a huge role in Gonzaga's season that carries a lot more weight than Oklahoma State's. I would compare this to Giannis and LeBron's MVP cases last year. Giannis had the better numbers scoring-wise, and he was very much the only reason why his team was competitive. This is Cade. Meanwhile, LeBron wasn't even the main scoring option for the Lakers and had a much better roster around him, but was clearly the engine powering the best team in the league. This is Jalen. After saying all this, I have to make sure my stance on Cunningham is clear. If he was the #1 pick, I would be by no means surprised, and I think that it would be warranted. But the only thing that Cade has over Suggs without a shadow of a doubt is that he's taller than him. The list ends there. Jalen stacks up in every other facet of the game. Let me know in the comments if I'm out of pocket for saying this, but I truly believe that Jalen Suggs could be the literal #1 pick in a lot of other drafts, or maybe even this next one.